Welcome to day 4 of the 14-day passive income challenge. Today we're going to talk about the second section of the passive income plan strategy. The first one was how to attract money. Second is going to be about leverage, how to maximize the efficiency and the healthy leverage for you to succeed. And the third one is going to be about managing, how to manage your passive income plan, which is the ALM model. Today is going to be the first step in what we call the leverage step in the L of the 14-day passive income challenge. And today we're going to talk about the concept of velocity, how to keep the money in motion. Stay tuned, looking forward, hearing your comments on it. Comment below, and yes, I look at every comment and I reply to comments, and subscribe to the channel below this video to get any updates from us on your passive income journey. Usually, when you talk about rate of returns, it goes like this. The higher the rate of return, the higher the risk that you have to take. The lower the rate of return, the lower the risk. So if you go to a bank where they guarantee your money for you, you're probably going to earn something like a 1%, a 0.5%, something like that. You want to go to a little bit higher risk, then you can have a bigger return. You want to go to super high risk, then you talk about 10, 20+% rate of return. So when we talk about somebody earning 20% up on his money, you know that we're talking about somebody who's going to take a big risk on his money, which is not something I want for you. I don't want you to take a big risk. You can arrive to your passive income plan much more on a conservative basis, not with taking a lot of risk. Or as I'd like to say, take only calculated risk, something that you understand what's going on, you understand what needs to happen for you to succeed, and also what could happen in order for you not to succeed, chas v'shulam. But at least you know what you're going into, you know how much you're investing, you know how much you're risking, and you go in with conscious eyes open with an understanding of what's going on. Everybody understands that in order to be successful, you need to have a good return on your money. Now, I want to introduce to you two types of returns that you can look at. The first one is going to be, let's speak about a 20% rate on return on your money. Yes, I know that 20% sounds like a lot. This 20% rate of return means that you took a lot of risk. Now, let's look if there is another way to do this. Let's look, how about if we, instead of taking a 20% rate of return on our money, which means a 20% risk on our money, let's see if we can do it a little bit different. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's say that I'm successful to invest my money where I only earn 5% on my money. But what happens besides that is that I can take my money back very soon and reinvest it somewhere else. And simultaneously, I still earn my 5% on my money, and I invest it in another place where I still earn 5% on the second place. Now I have one 5% return and a second 5% return, because even though I took out my money from the first box, I still earn my 5%. But here's where it comes really interesting, is when I take out my money from the second place, I'm still earning the 5% on the second strategy. And now I earn another 5% here, and then I take it out and I earn it in the fourth place. Okay? Didn't I just create a 20% rate of return as well? The previous model that we looked at, yes, you created a 20% rate of return, but you had to invest your money in a very high risky place where it justifies the risk, justifies the 20% return, versus where we're looking now, you also earn 20% return on your money, but now you do it in a way that you only take a risk that associates with like 5% on your money, not with the 20% of your money, but the money keeps being in motion, which means you can do this a fifth time, a sixth time, and so on and so forth, which keeps increasing your rate of return, and at the same time still keeps your risk low because you only took a 5% return on your money. That's the power of the velocity of money multiplier, meaning that you invest your money in a place where the money keeps getting invested again and again and again. That is exactly how successful people create their passive income plan, and which is what I want for you. I would like you to comment below, please, with ideas, what you understand about the velocity of money, how to keep the money in motion. Typical idea that I think everybody understands is you buy a piece of property and you take a mortgage. You have the money back, you can do something else with it. Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? We will talk about it in one of the other days, but open the discussion. Let me hear your idea on it. Let me hear your feedback on it, your opinion on it. If you did it, whatever worked for you, whatever didn't work for you, as well as other ideas that you think we can all benefit from. Thank you for joining me with this challenge. Looking forward to seeing you the future days of the challenge. Comment below. Yes, I read every comment and I reply to every comment. And make sure you subscribe in order to be updated on all the passive income strategy videos that we post.